ever looked at someone and wondered, what are they thinking? You're doing that with me, so let me just tell you. This is what I'm currently thinking right now, or what I will be thinking about every day in 4 years. The blue part represents my problem-solving skills. The pink part represents my project management skills. And the purple part represents my programming software skills. When I become a computer engineer, I will think about this more often. Let's start with problem-solving skills. If you're looking for solving a problem like finding x, you will use analytic problem solving. If we're trying to save x from burning ablaze, we will use creative problem solving skills. Let's start with analytic. These are the 6 steps. First, we will make a problem statement. Well, we don't know what x is. Diagram, we have that right there. And the third step is to apply a theory. Who here knows the Pythagorean theorem? For those of you who don't know, there it is. Now we will simplify the assumptions by saying this is A, this is B, and this is C. And doing the math, we get C equals 50. Now you guys can verify this on a calculator if you want to. Now, you may be thinking, oh, this is a lot of math. I won't be using this. Well, you won't be using math, but you will definitely be using this. Because a study at Firms Consulting says lawyers, social scientists, linguistics, and historians can all be extremely analytical in their thinking. So now let's move on to something that we may use more often, creative problem solving. First things first, we have to balance divergent and convergent thinking. Divergent meaning to generate ideas, and convergent meaning to narrow them down. Now, instead of saying X is on fire, we have to ask ourselves, how do we save X? Most of you might be thinking, just use water on them. Well, not exactly, because Michael Boyles, writer for Harvard Business School, says, it can be natural to accept or reject ideas right away. However, immediate judgment can interfere with idea generation. So, instead of focusing on the no but, we focus on yes and. So instead of saying no, but water from, let's say, a fire truck wouldn't work, I can say something like, yes, water will work, and you need to find it from a different source, such as a water bucket. So now we have our project, saving X. But how do we manage it? We have 2 ways. Let's start with the more linear bunch, waterfall. Artin Gernal, Director of Account Development at Wright, says, each participant has a clearly defined role, and none of the phases or goals are expected to change. So basically saying, once everything is set, lock it in. Mess up, start over. So, we can analyze the X on fire. We plan to use water on it. What do we need for the water? Well, we need a bucket, as we discussed earlier. Here's the design. Just 3 iron ingots in a V shape to fill. Raise your hand if you think this is going to work. Alright. Now if this does work, you have to maintain this design. And, well, it didn't work. Time to start all over again. Only this time, we'll be using Agile project management. Now, we discussed requirements using this thing called Scrum. Claire Drummond, marketing strategist, says, Scrum is a framework for Agile project management that uses fixed length framework iterations of work called sprints, basically discussing what to do each day. So, during that process, we will design and develop this water system. So, moving back to Scrum, let's say day 1 we'll be designing this chamber. Day 2 we'll be designing the dropper, and day 3 we'll be designing the wiring, and so on and so forth. Now, only difference is that if this thing fails, you can change the design and then test it again. Just like trial and error. Raise your hand if you think this is going to work. Alright. Oh, that didn't work. Well, minor change, pretty simple. Replace the dropper with a sensor. Now it works. Now, we couldn't have done this without the use of programming software. Just think of it as, the brain, of the human body. Let's move on to the younger part, Python. It is cross-platform meaning you can run on multiple systems, like Windows, Mac OS, Linux, even your smart fridge. Okay, maybe not your smart fridge, but its interpreted language makes it so easy that even your mom could learn it. I know mine did. And finally, a study at Coursera says Python also has a number of libraries that enables coders to write programs for data analysis and machine learning more quickly and efficiently. Just like its younger brother, Java is also cross-platform. Only difference is that it runs on JVM. A study at Microsoft says, to run Java, JVM load the code, verify it, and provide a runtime environment. It's important to ensure security and portability. Finally, it uses automatic memory management. Who here has gotten distracted while studying for a test? Come on, don't lie to me. We all have done that. I mean, I'll admit it, I have. Because with automatic memory management, you can spend most of your memory on studying and less of your memory on your phone or whatever. Finally, for the moment of truth, who here, if I pull this lever, who thinks X will be extinguished from the fire? Okay, moment of truth. Would you look at that? He's saved. And we couldn't have done it without problem-solving skills, group management skills, and programming software skills. And it doesn't take a computer engineer to have these skills. You can have them too.